Okay, YouTube, we're back in the kitchen again. The Go box is going to undergo some work. The bit I needed has finally turned up today in the post, so I can connect or feed my antenna through the coax to the front of the Go bag instead of having to keep sliding the bloody thing out the bag and connect up the antenna at the back. I can now divert a jack lead to the socket at the front, where I can use a multiple selection of aerials from ducks, whips, or the thing I've got out on the tripod with 10 meters of coax. And after that, it'll be functional, because at the moment it's not really functional, having to pull it out, fiddle about with the wire. You can't even get to it through here, you have to pull the whole casing out. So I'm going to get that in, and then the battery and the adapter sockets are going to get fitted behind the SWR meter, because there's quite a lot of space behind here. I'm only using probably nearly half of this case I've built. The radio, it only takes up about 5 inches, 6 inches, and I've got a good 2 inches either side that's hollow, and the same underneath this. This is only 2 inches, 3 inches deep, probably comes up to about here. So I've got sufficient room inside the bag underneath the radio to get the battery and all the electrics, and then I'll probably just put an external power switch here. But I want to get the voltage reader out the pocket eventually into the front, so I can have my power switch on and off, voltage reader, and then the antenna port. So I've only got 10mm. I've got a 12mm masonry bit, but I've got a 10mm drill bit. So I'm going to drill out a 10mm hole and then use a Dremel to make the 10mm into a 15mm hole. So there'll be a lot of smoke coming off this wood soon. I have to take the smoke alarms out, I think, because that is going to be smoking. And get that in, and then I'm sorted. Job done. I was hoping to get out today with it up an hill, but I went up to Ace Cafe yesterday and it was freezing cold. I had a great day. Came back today and the weather's been shit. I've got, I think, 10 meters squared, or no, 10 foot squared of tarpaulin. But I don't really want to sort of be putting up tarpaulin to keep myself wet, keep myself away from the wet. I'd rather just take it out on a nice day. And it gives me time at the moment with the bad weather to get it finished, because I'm a good one for starting things and not actually finishing them. And I'm determined to do this. So yeah, now I'm going to get this drilled in, screwed in, soldered in, and make a bit of a mess of the kitchen before she comes home. Okay. Right, as you can see, the unit's out the bag. All that's in the bag now is the battery and the other stuff for the power. Bag's empty. Just put the battery in there, and that's basically what it looks like, as you might have seen on the other video. And normally I've got to sort of drag this out a few inches just to get the antenna plugged in. But now I'm going to feed this to here. And like I said before, I've got more than ample room in there to get the battery. The battery only comes up to about here from the back of the unit, so it doesn't get in the way of the antenna. And then later on I'll be drilling another hole further down for a power switch and one for power meter. But that's the inside of the Go bag. I mean, all that's in there is just the radio and the SWR meter, because at the moment the battery's fine in the pocket in the bag, but I do want to get it in here. It does fit. It's just the day I actually finished the bag, this sort of casing, I really couldn't be asked to do any more. I don't finish things. So yeah, we'll get this antenna socket thing put in now. Solder's done. A bit hard to see. Let's try and zoom, see if that makes a difference. Nah, you can't really see, but it's soldered in and it still fits. Voila. And then I've just got to plug that into the back of the SWR. Solder iron still there, a little bit on the hot side. Mad, all that work just for 2 little drops of solder. Okay, I'll screw it in now. Try and get it level and then screw it in. Couldn't get it level in the end. I think it's because the solder on the back of the socket was offset, so it's twisted. I don't care, it's in. Didn't take long, couple of seconds. Now for the solder. Okay, socket's in. Again, I can just shove a rubber duck on there. The idea of the bag was that it would work either way up, so that's it standing upwards. Or I can lay it down. Not so easy one-handed. So it can be sort of took anywhere I want. I don't ever want to be plugging in and unplugging wires in the field when I'm out and about, so the microphone always stays in. Lid is obviously bowed on the bag so it doesn't crush the cable, so I can leave that plugged in without worrying. My antenna coax is, as you can see, put on this old 5-meter extension cord, and I can get 10 meters of coax in there easily. There's plenty of room, and I can pull out and wind up as much as I need, and it plugs straight into the front when I'm out, and the rest of it will go off to the tripod, and that's it. Self-contained. All I want to do is plug in or unplug the aerial, zip it up, put it away. I don't want to be getting this thing out somewhere and spend half an hour wiring it up. I want to just unzip it, turn it on, and plug the antenna in. Fair enough, I've still got to set up a tripod. I've got a 3-meter pole, 3 sections of meter for that to go off to. So I'm running, the crappy Excalibur off a 3-meter pole. Mind you, the tripod's over 1 meter tall, so I'm running, it's about 4.5 meters off the ground, which is enough up on the hill or out in the field. And it's very compact. It's as lightweight as it can be with that battery, but it's manageable, and even better because it fits on the handlebars of my bike, or it will actually fit into a rucksack. It's small enough to fit into a backpack if you didn't want to carry it on a shoulder strap. Job done. Just going to go online now and try and order a rubber duck so I can use it standing up with a duck. And again, still just plug that in. Quick and simple. Radio go bag. CB radio go bag. You CB fans out there, get yourself go bag. Go walk, ride, drive, park up on a hill. Whatever you need to do. Yeah, get yourself some DXing done. That's so that's the bag.